It's Sunday morning on CBS. Here again is Jane Pauley.
There's probably no greater challenge for an actor than to portray a legendary performer. But as Kelefa Sanneh tells us, for Jennifer Hudson, taking on the Queen of Soul was literally a command performance.
Aretha Franklin's signature song was originally recorded by Otis Redding in 1965. Her version, just 2 years later, is the one that became a classic and a part of American history.
Why do you think that song, Respect, has become such a touchstone?
Think about what it represents. You mean to tell me a black woman in the civil rights era was bold enough to come and take a man's song, make it her own song,
right.
Make it an anthem, and it's a representation of people and of that time. That's powerful. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, okay?
Aretha, you do talk, don't you? Not just sing?
I like you to call me Miss Franklin.
Jennifer Hudson, the Oscar and Grammy-winning actress and singer, plays Franklin in a new film.
The movie's called Respect. It's about Aretha Franklin. The movie's gonna live or die based on your performance of this song, right? Like,
Don't kill me. That is the song, out of all the songs, that stunted me, that made me stop and say, wait a minute.
how did you get comfortable enough to say, I'm just gonna do it?
I'm just gonna do it. All I hear is that voice, Jennifer, now you go do, and it's like, okay, well, I got my marching orders.
Those marching orders came straight from Aretha Franklin herself, who was impressed by Hudson's 2006 performance in Dreamgirls and handpicked her for her true dream role.
The very first thing Aretha said to me when we sat down was, "You're gonna win an Oscar for playing me, right?" And that was the phase. I'm like, huh? I didn't know what to say. And then maybe, 8 years after that, it was while I was doing Color Purple. That's when she gave me the call and said, "Young lady, I've made my decision. It is you who I want to play me, and don't say nothing." I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I won't."
This song goes out to anyone who's ever felt mistreated.
The film chronicles the joys and sorrows of Franklin's life.
I know how to run my business.
She became a mother at age 12. She struggled to escape the influence of her father, the powerful Detroit preacher C.L. Franklin. She had an abusive first husband, Ted White, and she battled alcoholism.
I've still got to find out who and what I really am. I don't know yet. Precious Lord, take my hand.
Do you think she was happy?
I think she found her happiness.
Lead me, oh.
You get the sense she didn't always have the kind of joy that most of us would have wanted her to have.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's life. And it's also something that just comes with entertainers and performers, which I could even relate to myself. Right. You're always expected to be on, to be happy, but that's the power in stories.
Right.
To show there was a life going on behind that song.
Franklin had an extraordinary voice, but she was still figuring out how to use it in 1967, when her record company convinced her to travel to Fame Studios in a northern Alabama town called Muscle Shoals.
Do you like good music?
Countless great singers recorded here. Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, Etta James.
This your first time in this room?
Yes.
We caught up with Jennifer Hudson as she visited the legendary studio for the first time.
You could feel like magic, I feel like, that's taking place. Look at Aretha over here. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Okay.
There she is.
There she is.
Never loved a man the way I love you.
To know that happened here?
That happened here in this room at this piano.
No.
Yeah, this is the piano.
Franklin recorded her breakthrough song here, I Never Loved a Man.
You're no good.
She didn't know who these white guys were that were supposed to be playing on a rhythm and blues record.
That part.
David Hood and Spooner Oldham were Muscle Shoals musicians at that session.
They had a song for her, and I don't think any of us were very impressed with the song.
But you hadn't heard her sing it yet.
We haven't heard her sing it, for one thing.
And then all of a sudden, it's like I just started noodling.
Spooner's got it.
And they said, Spooner's got it.
Oldham came up with that electric piano riff.
You're no good. Heartbreaker.
And I think that was it. 2 or 3 times we were done.
Never, loved a man the way that I love you.
I made $95.87 playing on that record. And I was happy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm afraid we can't pay you that much today.
The session was cut short after an altercation between Franklin's husband and the studio owner, and she never returned to fame. But she kept working with many of those musicians, including Spooner Oldham, who helped her record an even bigger hit a few weeks later, Respect.
She never sounded the same after she came here.
It's artistry, because she could recreate it, shape it.
Looking out.
To pull off the role of Aretha Franklin, Hudson, who's 39, put herself through Aretha school, as she calls it. She even learned how to play the piano.
I cannot believe I'm playing Aretha's piano. And when I knew it, I had to face another
Hudson has always drawn inspiration from Franklin.
Lord, it made me feel so tired.
She launched her career in 2003 on American Idol.
Jennifer Hudson from Chicago, Illinois.
Yes. And she auditioned, of course, with an Aretha Franklin song.
It's an evil wind that blows no good. Yeah, yeah.
If you had told that contestant who finished 7th on American Idol in the 3rd season how far those Aretha Franklin songs would take her, what do you think she would have said?
That blows my mind. Like, now when I look at those auditions, it's like, whoa, what is this? Like, we'll keep singing those songs, Jennifer.
Like Franklin, Hudson got her start by singing in church. And like Franklin, she has suffered family tragedy. Franklin's mother died when she was young, and her father was later killed by burglars. In 2008, Hudson's mother, brother, and nephew were murdered by her sister's estranged husband. Hudson says she used her own grief to help tell Franklin's story.
I was like, is this my life? Is this her life? But I know it's my real emotion that's telling this story. There's no way I would have been able to deliver this or tell this in such an honest, vulnerable way to those depths without my own life experiences.
Over the years, Hudson's relationship with Franklin ripened into a real friendship. Before Franklin died in 2018, at the age of 76, they spoke weekly.
It was always her saying, like, make sure you own your voice and be who you are.
And at Aretha Franklin's funeral, Jennifer Hudson sang Amazing Grace.
I can only try to continue to do everything from the heart. And that's another thing that's helped me, sustain me through it all. It's like, do it out of love, do it out of respect, do it out of appreciation. And I've tributed her my whole career, you know? Right. So it's like, let the tribute continue.